drinking. I was very tired, so I had to go get a soda, and I'm drinking the soda now.
Yeah. What kind of soda are you having?
Mountain Dew, the classic gamer fuel.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, G Fuel would probably be upset to hear that, but it is true. So I don't know.
Yeah,
they can call themselves G Fuel all they want. We know what the gamer fuel is and has always been.
right. There's nothing like if you think of the classic gamer drink, like that for long gaming sessions, it's Mountain Dew and Doritos, right?
Is it weird that the only place that I get Mountain Dew from, like, and it's not even every time, but like the only time where I'm like, you know what, I'm having a Mountain Dew is
Taco Bell.
Taco Bell. Yeah. Why is that?
Because
I don't
Baja
understand
Blast.
it. No, I don't get Baja Blast. I get regular, but still, it's just, I don't know.
Wait, the only place you get Mountain Dew is Taco Bell, and you don't get Baja Blast?
That's right.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, I just never did.
That's just so strange.
Why is that strange?
Because I feel like look, man, like you can you can literally have Mountain Dew anytime you want, but you can only have Baja Blast when you go to Taco Bell.
Well, that's true, but I don't normally choose to have Mountain Dew unless I'm at Taco Bell. Maybe next time, as an experiment, I will order myself some Baja Blast, and I'll report back on how good it is.
Yeah. Well,
I'll have to report back because the podcast has already started. I'm just going to include all of this.
Yeah. I mean, might as well.
Yeah.
Wakey, wakey.
Welcome back to I'll Make a Stay Out of You, the podcast where I, Phil, discuss Mountain Dew flavors with Tom. How's it going, Tom?
It's going pretty good. You know, a thought happened, or something happened to me a couple days ago, and I wanted to tell you about it immediately, but I was like, we're going to record soon. I need to save it for the episode. Because it relates to something that we talked about. I don't know what episode it was.
Hit me with it.
All right, so this is kind of calling back to, the game that I play with myself where I try to destroy my hearing.
Yeah, yeah, I know that game.
So I was going to work. It was really early in the morning. I guess it was on my duty day on Saturday. Yep, that's what it was. Saturday morning. I park and I am blasting music.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, it's like, I don't know, 6:00 in the morning, and I have my volume all the way up, and I'm listening to some absolute bangers, some EDM, some EDM bangers. And I turn my car off, and immediately I start hearing this ringing sound.
Of course.
And I was like, oh no. And I'm like, so I kind of like shake my head a little bit to like see if the pitch changes. Cause if it's coming from an outside source, like I don't know, it'll sound different based on like the positioning of your head. So I was trying to I was trying to do that, and it wasn't changing. I was like, "Oh shit! I finally have tinnitus."
You've done it. It'll go away. It goes away pretty quick usually when you damage it from a loud sound.
Yeah. Well,
so
probably
not a flashbang.
It wasn't the case. I opened my door and it got louder, and then I identified it as like this thing that is like nearby the parking lot. So
it was it wasn't tinnitus. Okay, great. Great story, Tom.
Yeah, my hearing still
Your hearing is fine.
Very intact.
Great.
But yeah, I did have a little bit of a scare that morning where I was like, oh god. maybe blasting EDM at 6:00 in the morning was not such a good idea.
Yeah, I thought you were going to tell me that somebody outside of your car got tinnitus from your song or something.
That'd be funny.
Because it is weird. Like, the other day, like, I don't leave the house a lot, but, you know, when I do, I'm usually listening to a podcast, and I was getting the mail the other day on my way home from, like, the grocery store or whatever, and I was listening to a podcast. I was listening to Knowledge Fight, which, of course, they make fun of Alex Jones, so they play Alex Jones clips and stuff, right? And then relentlessly mock him and debunk him, and it's really funny. And so I was just listening to it, and I, like, stopped the car in front of the mailbox, and I get out to go get it, and I shut the door behind me, and I was like,
you could hear
man,
it clearly.
I can hear it so clearly.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, I do
like,
the same
if people
thing.
were just, I was like, oh no, I was like in my own little bubble. I thought that nobody would be able to hear this, but if anybody was like walking by, they would just hear like Alex Jones being like, so there's the frogs are gay. Like, I don't know, man. Like,
yeah. I do the same thing. I definitely have gotten some looks because like I drive by, you know, my mailbox, like on my way into the housing area, and so I'll like park to check the mail, and it's like a pretty high traffic area for people like walking their dogs and stuff because there's a little park nearby. So I've definitely parked, and usually it's on a day where I'm listening to like some really obscene shit when people walk by. Of course, you know, I was like, I don't know,
like people equal shit.
Yeah, like people equal shit is blaring out of my car with all of the doors and windows shut, and I'm sitting there like getting my mail, and some, you know, woman walks by with her child and dog, and I was just like, oh, hello.
Oh man, yeah, it's great. I love that. I don't love it, but you know, it's just the fact of life, I guess. So after that incident, I remember, like, you know, I'm like a goldfish about it, right? Because I was like, you know, next time I'm listening in the car, I'll just put it in AirPod in one ear and I'll be fine. But like today, literally today, I went and got Tumble 22 for lunch, which is delicious. And I was like waiting in the parking lot doing curbside, again, listening to Knowledge Fight because I put out 2 episodes a week. And there were cars on both sides of me and people walking by, and I wasn't thinking about it. And then as I was driving home, I was like, oh no, I remembered. People outside the car can hear this.
Yeah.
No, not again. Oh, God. But, you know, I'll live. I just want to, like, when I'm listening, I feel like I should get like a window cling I can put up that just says like, it's Knowledge Fight, it's not Alex Jones. Like, just please, like, it's not. I'm not. That's not me. But anyway,
yeah,
this isn't a podcast about Alex Jones
or other podcasts
or Tom's Hearing or other podcasts. This is about Stray Kids, and we finally watched some content.
We did,
because it's been a couple weeks.
I'll be honest. Yeah, we watched content last night, and I was very tired and went to bed immediately after that. So we didn't.
Well, I'm glad you got some rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just played Inscription, so that's what I did. Jeanette was working on stuff. You know, she was planning on having an evening to where she could do some art and stuff. So I was just like, all right, well, I'll leave you alone and play some video games. But we did watch the 9th. We finished the 9th season 4. We watched episode 4 and 5. In episode 4, they were doing some karaoke, and they had a little bit of battles. And so we got to see a bunch of little clips of them doing a bunch of different songs. Really funny. I think highlight of the episode for me was Bangchan singing Let It Go. Oh my God. Incredible. Come on.
Yeah.
Too good. No. That's how he says no. I don't. The fandom spells it N-A-U-R. That's how Bangchan says no. Because he's Australian.
N-A-U-R?
Yeah. No.
Okay. I get it.
Yeah.
I can hear it.
There's a pretty famous like clip of him on VLive doing a live stream where he like makes himself say it the right way, where he's like, no, no. And he's like, doesn't sound right. Nar, that's better. I'm just like, okay, all right, if you say so. He's very Australian. We're Australian,
mate.
Yeah, it's pretty good. So that was fun. I mean, it was just like an all around fun episode. There weren't a lot of stakes, except for. Except that they basically made the first competition was just whoever got the lowest score, because it was like rating their singing, and unfortunately Felix lost that round, and the punishment was that they had to go home. They couldn't go hang out with the rest of the people. They had to go home.
Yeah,
but he didn't go home right away. They had one final competition that was a team competition, and the person who lost that one would have to buy them toast.
Yeah, they kept saying toast, and I was like,
I was so confused.
Just bread? Just double cooked bread?
Yeah,
is that what they want?
That's what I was thinking the whole time. They were just like, yeah, we're gonna go to a toast place, and I'm like, they're saying toast. It's in English. Like, do they mean cooked bread? And they actually got to the place. And pretty much, yeah, that's it. I mean, it looked like they had toast, and then they made sandwiches with toast.
Right.
Which, like, to be fair, is delicious.
Like
that's a good sandwich.
Like a Texas toast sandwich.
Right, yeah, that's exactly what it was like. Yeah, so thick slices of white bread, toasted on both sides, and then
you put stuff in between them.
Various stuff in the middle.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't recognize most of the ingredients in the middle.
As a sandwich.
A sandwich, yeah.
Yeah.
But no, it's called toast.
Okay.
So, who had to pay? Who lost? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
That was a day ago, so I don't remember anymore.
But I
want to say it was Changbin, but that's just because Changbin loses all the time. I don't think he actually lost this.
He does lose a lot. He's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
But his displays of shame always, are always nice and entertaining.
That's true. Yeah, he's a good sport about it. So that's fine. That's pretty much all they did. So at the end of that, they ate their sandwiches outside of this little like streetcar where they were they had the toast, and then everybody left, and they left Felix behind because he had to go home. Right. And that was the whole episode. Just a ton of karaoke. If you're interested in that, it's awesome. The following episode is about them. They're deciding to change rooms around, and they kind of have a repeat of the 9th season 1 episode 1, where they're like choosing who the roommates are going to be, and Minho even goes out to buy ingredients again, and they're going to make tteokbokki, except they're going to try and make it without it tasting like coins, which is what they said it tasted like last time.
Yeah, what do they mean by that? Like actual coins, like copper?
Yeah, like just like copper, like like that coppery taste, like metallic taste. That's what they said that it had last time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe somebody cut their finger and bled it in. I have no idea. They seem to insinuate that it was because they didn't wash the pans and they were like new pans, and so like maybe they had like metal dust or whatever on them. But I don't actually know. Maybe somebody just cut their fingers. You never know.
Could be.
They were eating blood.
Yeah, good.
Delicious.
That's what. Okay,
they're blood brothers now.
Anna and I were watching the this new season of American Horror Story.
Yeah.
The first 6 episodes are kind of like a vampire story.
Mm-hmm.
Kinda, not really.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you want spoilers? Are you gonna watch it? Do you care?
I have only watched the first season of American Horror Story, and I don't care.
Okay. Well,
I'm not
tell
gonna
you.
watch them.
So, if you are interested in this plot line for the new American Horror Story, be warned. I'm literally about to spoil it. So, anyway, it's basically like this like decent but not very good writer moves to this fucking little town in Massachusetts, like off the coast or on the coast of Massachusetts or something, and to like try to finish his screenplay or something like this. And basically he gets like these other famous people give him these pills that make him super creative and like lets him finish, limitless, kind of like imagine like the limitless pill, but it only works if you're slightly creative. It only works if you've already been creative.
Okay.
And it makes you crave blood, and it makes you aggressive, and it makes you want to drink blood. So
interesting.
It like makes you a vampire, essentially. But only like while you're on the pill. You can stop taking the pill and you'll be fine. You never want to drink blood again. But while you're on the pill, it makes you like super good at whatever it is that you're creative about. So like the little girl, his daughter starts taking it, and she's like trying to become like a really good violinist. Is a violinist?
Yeah, violinist. Yeah, that's
violinist. Right. And yeah. But anyway, like the whole time I'm just sitting there going, can't they just like once you get famous and like make a bunch of money because you're doing this pill, like buy a blood bank. Like you don't have to murder people anymore. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So they are murdering people.
Oh, yeah,
so,
yeah.
Like that was unclear to me. Like, okay, so they crave blood, but do they actually execute on that?
Oh yeah, they start murdering. They
Oh, okay.
People
Yeah,
get murked in this season. But yeah, so they're just like killing people for all the blood, and like they're like, yeah, we need blood, and it's so bad because we need blood, and I'm like, no, it's not. You just go to a fucking hospital, go to a blood bank, like you don't have to kill anyone. And then, but also, so this
there was
pill,
an X-Files episode that solved that.
The pill is like made by this person who's called the chemist, and she even explains that like they give it a scientific reason as to like why they need the blood, and she's like it activates the occipital lobe, and that's why like it only works for people who are creative. And then like, but they analyzed the blood of people after they took the pill, but before they fed and after they fed, and they saw like a massive decrease in like all these vitamins and shit. So it was like, yeah, okay. So it further explains that you don't have to kill people. You either drink blood or you take fucking supplements for those vitamins that you're missing.
Yeah. Get some vitamins. Put yourself on a drip.
Right.
Like, yeah, easy.
But no, like the show never addresses that. It's just about murder. And I'm like,
right. Well, it's American Horror Story. It's not like cool vampire friendly time. So what are you going to do?
But still, I was super disappointed that like nobody's going to be like, actually, we don't have to kill people. Like there are alternatives, Nobody says that once. And I'm just like, you guys are fucking idiots. I would take that pill in a heartbeat because I know I'm smart enough to figure out that you don't have to kill people to, stay on it.
Well, you might have to kill the first couple people, though.
No. Okay. So here's the thing. All right. So
right, because you know about the supplements. Yeah, you just take a chewable vitamin.
But also, it is explained to everyone what happens before they take it. They're like, you're gonna want to drink blood and this and blah. And also, they talk about how they only come down for like the winter time. So the people that were already on it, like introduced the main character to it. Mm-hmm. They're like, yeah, we spend our winters down here and just pop pills like crazy and pump out a bunch of content for like 3 months, and then go, and then when we go back to wherever we live, we just like slowly release that content, for the rest of the year.
Right.
So that we only have to do it for 3 months. And I'm like, okay, so you're already planning for this trip. So get a 3 month supply of blood before you come out here. Hello.
Yeah. Well, obviously these vampires not as smart as you. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, good story.
You just started talking about drinking blood in the food. That's what made me think of that.
Right.
Because we just finished it today.
I was like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Right. So the boys were changing rooms. They changed rooms around. There were a bunch of paper, rock, scissors in this episode of people trying to do things. One thing I did notice:
rock, scissors,
or rock, paper, scissors.
I mean, technically the order doesn't matter, but I think it sounds better to say rock, paper, scissors.
I've heard it both ways.
Well, that's weird. Is there a difference between rock paper shitters and Rochambeau?
I don't believe so. They're actually the same game.
Rochambeau. Beaux. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what? If you Google Rochambeau, it's like a chandelier.
Okay.
Rochambeau is a small, intimate space to enjoy natural wine.
Because it's one word.
Hold on.
Rochambeau.
Rochambeau game. Tell me. Why do people call rock, paper, scissors Rochambeau? The earliest known use of Rochambeau is a synonym, blah, blah, blah. 1936, called the Handbook for... ... Tell me more. This is very important.
Yeah, clearly.
It's more common on the West Coast, especially in North California.
Yeah. Cool.
It was a code word in the Battle of Yorktown.
It was great etymology we've got here.
The Handbook for Recreation Leaders. The mention spelled it the way that I spelled it with that other place, with hyphens. Zimmer says, blah, blah, blah. The original invocation had no involvement with the game Rock, Paper, Scissors. But eventually it did because... Anyway, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Why do people say Rochambeau? That's
I don't know.
stupid.
It really nobody did, and then it was repopularized by South Park, who just basically had people say Rochambeau and then kick each other in the nuts. So that's what happened. I feel like that just kind of brought it back into the zeitgeist, and here we are. So
yeah,
what are you gonna do?
Right.
I don't know. Fucking stupid. Regardless, they played a lot.
Sorry that I'm getting off topic a lot.
Look, you're okay. It's fine to get off
what
topic.
we
I
do.
plan on getting off topic a lot. Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't know there was so much rock paper scissors discourse, or paper rock scissors, or scissors.
It's rock paper
rock.
scissors. Rock always comes first.
John Ken Pon. That's the Japanese version. It's the same thing.
What's Korean?
And then the Korean one, I looked it up while we were watching the episode because they said it, and now I've forgotten.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah. Let's do it. Let's look it up.
Okay.
There you go. Why not? Mukjipa. Mukjipa.
Okay. I'm not gonna... I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just Googled Korean rock, paper, scissors, all right? It's the first thing that came up. Mukjipa. And that's what they played.
Mukjipa.
MUKJJIPPA.
JJI?
Yeah.
Why are there two J's right next to each other?
Well, because they're Romanizing a language that doesn't use Roman letters. And so the best way to show that there's a sound there is to show two consonants. They do that in Japanese to do the romanization as well, and usually that would be written in Japanese as a little tsu, which if you know Japanese, you know what I'm talking about. It's a letter, or a hiragana in Japanese, and what it means is that you kind of like pause. There's like a pause. So if I was speaking Japanese, it would be muk-ji-pa. Like there's a kind of a hold. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
Okami has it. Okami.
Like you're holding.
Yeah, you like kind of hold it. There's like a
Right.
like a glottal stop. Glottal stop.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know what a glottal stop is.
It's what it is. It's a glottal stop. So you're like, Okami.
Right.
Well,
it could also be
or,
just like a hold, like in music. I don't know if you know what a hold is in music, but that exists.
I don't know anything about music.
Well, maybe you should.
Except for Stray Kids. I know
Yeah.
Stray Kids. I've been listening to them a lot. Kids danced to it tonight. They had a good time. It was good. Yeah. Let's see. Favorite things from this episode. I love how I don't know, easygoing Minho is. Changbin had like one of the, was it Changbin? No, it was Han. Han wanted to move out. He was in a room with 4 people, and Minho was supposed to move into a room with just him and Ian. And they had bigger beds in there too, it looked like. And Han was like, "Can I please switch with you and move in with Ian instead?" And Minho was just like, "Yes." And he was like, "Wait, are you serious?" And he was like, Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Okay, but that means that like you're gonna stay in your bed where I would have been, and I'm gonna come here." And he's like, "Yeah, that's totally fine." And then when he goes back into his room, it was my favorite thing ever because it's so Minho. Is that when they were like, "Wait, why did you do that? Why did you trade for an objectively worse bed in a busier room?" And he's like, "Now I don't have to move my stuff, and I'm lazy."
Yeah.
So good. I loved it. Oh, that was so good. That wasn't the only trade. They did a rock, paper, scissors to see who would get the positions they wanted on beds.
Yeah.
And Changbin lost.
Again.
And he got the worst bed. Yeah, again. He got the worst bed on the top bunk facing the window that they said that is cold during the summer and the winter. Like, it's always cold. And he goes and talks to Bangchan, who came in, and he was like, "Hey, like, gonna butter him up a little bit. Hey, you're not home very much, right?" And Bangchan's like, "No, I'm not." And he's like, "So, why don't you take my bed and we'll trade?" And Bangchan just immediately was like, "Yeah, okay." And he was like, "No, wait. You gotta understand what I'm saying is you get this bad bed and we trade." And Bangchan was like, "Yeah, I understand. I will sleep in that bed and you get my bed." And he was like, "And you're okay with that?" "Yes, yes, I am." And it's like, okay, all right, great. Good guy. And it's true. Like, we know that about Bangchan. He is relentlessly up late. So yeah, he's probably right. He doesn't spend much time in bed. So, and
the amount of time that he is spending in bed, he's probably just like, it doesn't matter if it's hot or cold. He will be asleep.
Right. Yeah. Because he's been awake for 20 hours, so he's only going to get 4 hours of sleep anyway. So
and we've seen what he looks like when he's woken up abruptly.
Yeah. It was so good, man. That was an awesome episode when they were told they were waking up at noon and they woke him up at 10 a.m. That was incredible. Such good television, exciting Stray Kids content.
Yeah.
So they figured out the whole room situation, and the crew from the store was back. So they started making dinner. They made everything. They sat down and ate. I'm sure if I'm missing anything important, you'll tell me. But then after they ate, they decided they're going to play one last game of rock, paper, scissors. I don't know. My brain keeps going like, no, say paper, rock, scissors. And I'm like, no, I'm going to do it right this time. God damn it.
Yeah.
So they play one last game and Changbin loses again, which the best part about this is that it confirmed something for me, because when we watched the first season of the 9th, they all got up from the table and said, "Okay, Changbin's doing the dishes. See you later, Changbin," and they all left. And I had thought at the time, and I think I even said on the podcast that I don't know if they actually made him do all the dishes, but they seem to indicate this time that they all felt bad because he lost, because last time he didn't even compete and he still had to do the dishes. And I'm going, oh my God, they actually made him do the dishes. I can't believe it. So yeah, there we go. Now he had to do the dishes again. So pretty great. Yeah, that was good. And that wraps up the 9th season 4. And we're not going to see the 9th for a while.
But that's okay, because we have a lot more things to do, and a lot of purchases to go through.
Oh yeah. Okay, so it's gonna be a while. So here's the deal.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you the deal. I'm gonna lay out our future content.
Yeah, tell me.
And I'll even incite the listener. Listener, be incited not to do violence, but to do happiness.
Murder for blood, so you can
get
have
murder
the
for blood,
limitless
so you can
payout.
use your creativity. No. So after we're done recording here, we are going to listen to all the songs in the next album, which is called Miro. Which I don't know if you remember, but in the song Mirror, they use the word Miro, which is Korean for maze. That's going to be important. There's a lot of maze iconography that's going to be coming up soon. So, but the other thing that means is that, so our next episode that we record will probably be discussing Miro, the album, and opening it, which is awesome. We have it all in stock.
We're gonna watch.
And
the
we're going to be
music
getting,
videos.
we're going to watch the music videos. That's all today. We're going to watch music videos right now after we're done recording.
Shit.
But yeah, I know. But we will watch the behind the scenes and we'll do all that there. So that's the next episode. Then no the 9th for this album. Instead, they have an actual like a longer TV series. It's not long, it's like 6 episodes, but the episodes themselves are like 50 minutes long.
Mm-hmm.
I've only watched the first 2. That first episode is so fucking hilarious. It's one of the greatest hours of TV I've ever enjoyed. So I'm really excited to show it to you. And it's been a long time coming. Like, this is like one of those moments where I was like, this is gonna be like some really epic Stray Kids content. Like, it really, you know, a lot of the stuff that we watch is just kind of them hanging out or them getting. It's gonna be similar because the first episode is literally like they are getting a wish. Like, so it's very similar to the 9th in that way, but it's in a longer form. It's in better quality. And it's really hilarious. So yeah, I can't wait for that.
All right, Mr.
So
Spoiler.
Yeah, well, I'm not telling you exactly what happens.
You're
I'm
just trying to
telling you,
hype.
trying to hype it up. I want to lay it all out.
All right.
But that does mean that like 6 episodes at like an hour a piece, like that means that it's like 6 episodes of the podcast. So like we've been going at other than missing a couple weeks here while we were busy working at our real jobs, we had been going at a pretty rapid pace.
Yeah.
But that's going to slow us down a little bit. But once it's over, we're blasting off again like Team Rocket.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Who's Jesse and who's James?
I think I'm James, right? That makes sense. Because I can do the voice. James.
Maybe I'll be Meowth then.
I can do Meowth too. Let's hear your Meowth.
Man, it's been a minute since I've watched.
Just do Meowth. That's right.
What? You do it, and then I'll try to do it.
Meowth. That's right.
I don't know. That sounded kind of weak, but like I said,
okay.
it's
Well,
been
look. Normally I do the whole thing because I'm like, you know. Man, I did it like 3 times for Logan tonight because he thought it was hilarious. The whole Team Rocket spiel, I did the whole thing. You know.
What do you mean the whole thing? Do the whole thing then.
No, I'm not gonna do the whole thing.
Come on, let's hear it.
Oh my god. Okay, let me just get the script.
While you do that, I'm gonna YouTube Meowth. Meowth voice.
I can't do a Jesse voice. That's the problem, really, with this whole thing.
My nose, what happened?
Oh my god.
Meowth!
Wow.
That's pretty good, right?
Prepare for trouble. Make it double. To protect the world from devastation, to unite all peoples within our nation, to denounce the evils of truth and love, to extend our reach to the stars above. Jesse, James. Team Rocket, blast off at the speed of light. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Shit, I fucked it up. Surrender now or prepare to fight. Meow, that's right.
All right, that's pretty good.
Okay. Well, I had to do it several times today. So, like, having it actually in front of me, like, I stumbled over it more when I wasn't just reading it. But
Yeah.
Logan still thought it was hilarious. He's 4. It's fine. He enjoyed it. So,
Yeah.
it was good. Yeah. I told him I would send him a special message on the podcast. Also, I'll say it. I love you, Logan. And I'll just leave it there.
Aw.
I asked him what I said, you can have me say anything you want, and that's what he wanted me to say. So there you go. I'll play that one part for him.
All right.
Yeah, he's 4. He loves me. So what are you
Yeah.
gonna do?
Meow.
What are you gonna do? Meow. That's right.
Meow. That's right.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I like it.
I'm pretty good.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it's a shorty but a goodie, I think. I think maybe we pack it in. Are we ready? Because I'm excited. The thing is that I'm hyped to go and listen to the whole album of Miro right now.
Oh, right.
And the listener can't take that journey with us right now.
Right.
But we're gonna take it.
We're
So
gonna
maybe
do
we
it.
end the episode now. We already talked about Stray Kids.
Yeah, fair enough. I had a thought.
Yeah, what's the thought?
A moment ago, which
That
was
hoe over there?
no, that's
Okay.
not what I was gonna say. But okay, so it will probably be a time commitment, like a pretty serious one. I mean, like, I know it will because we've done it already, and that's the point. What do you say, like, when we're done, when we're caught up? I mean, obviously this is like way in the future, but once
Right.
we're caught up to like present day Stray Kids, what do you say we go back and we watch the survival show again?
That sounds like the best fucking idea you've ever had.
Really?
Yeah, I'm so in. I'm totally in. I gotta message that to Jeanette so she knows. Like, everybody's gotta know. It's important. I'll sing it from the rooftops.
Yeah.
Yeah. Type. After we catch up. Live texting. We're gonna watch. Not Survivor. My phone knows me too well.
Yeah. Survivor. Ancient
Love
Voices.
Survivor. New season is really great.
Is why
There's a new season on right now. Season 41.
season
really good.
41?
Yeah, they do. They've had been doing 2 seasons a year since 2000.
That's almost as many seasons as 2020.
Ye-
2020 has
2020,
44.
like the Dateline investigative
Yeah.
news show.
Yeah.
Okay.
there's 44 seasons of that.
Why do you know that?
Because when I opened Hulu earlier, there was a fucking advertisement for 2020 something
I
or
see,
another,
I see.
and I was
All
like,
right,
"Holy shit, 44 seasons!"
Yeah, they're at season 41. It's a shorter season, because they had to like spend 2 weeks in quarantine before Fiji would let them record.
Oh yeah.
And so rather than which it's so fucked up, right? Because we're also watching Australian Survivor, and Australian Survivor goes for 59 days.
Wow.
So like
What's
they're
a
out there
normal
for
Survivor?
almost 29 days.
Oh, okay. 29 days.
Yeah.
Man, I could do Survivor. I could win.
Yeah, could you? I don't know. I mean, maybe.
Why not?
I don't know. Have you ever watched Survivor?
Yeah.
Have you watched 41 seasons of Survivor and 3 seasons of Australian Survivor?
No.
Oh, well, get on my level, bruh.
I think. Listen. All right, brah.
Yeah.
What were we watching or doing where there was the bra? Was that Bigfoot? The Bigfoot research agency or whatever?
Yeah.
The bra. Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible game. Don't buy it.
It wasn't very
if
good.
anyone tries to convince you to buy was it called Bigfoot?
It was literally just called Bigfoot.
All right, yeah, don't buy that game. It's not good. Maybe once it's out of early access, it will be better. But right now, it's so unbalanced. It's unplayable.
Early access for like 3 years, I think. So
well, then fuck that.
Yeah, not as bad as other games. Like I know of a few games that have been in early access for a long time that are nowhere close to being done. So like early access is, I'm really tired of calling it early access. It should
there should be a new format for that. That's continuing development,
right? Like
where it's like they're gonna release.
If your game is in early access for more than, I don't know, a year or two, it needs to go to like development hell status, not early access.
Yeah, for real. That is for real. Okay. Well, thanks for coming on this journey with us through the 9th season 4. And I'm excited to race through the rest of Stray Kids content to get us caught up. We got so much ahead of us. We have the next reality show. We have many albums. And then we're going to have another reality show. We're going to have Kingdom. We got a lot on our plates. It's going to be so much fun. So we will see you on the next episode, and we don't have a sign off. Bye-bye, everybody.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
We should really have like a catchphrase. No, well, no. I'm like trying to think.
Do we need a catchphrase?
We need a.
You can say "step out," I guess, but it's always been awkward every time we said it.
Step out.
When they say it, it sounds cool. When I say it, it sounds lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. We'll think of something that'll be our little catchphrase. The listeners can write in, even though we know they don't.
Well, they listen. That's all that matters.
But they
really.
always have the option. You could write in and be like, "Yeah, you should say this," even if it's like, "Ow," like, I don't know.
Send us an email at illmakeastaypod@gmail.com. Hit me up on Twitter at illmakeastaypod on Twitter.
Add me on Discord at txtom #0001.
That's a lot of zeros.
It's only 3.
It's a lot of zeros.
You're a lot of zeros.
Oh.
All right, bye.
Bye.